This is CNBC's live blog tracking developments on the Israel-Hamas war. See below for the latest updates. Volker Türk, the UN human rights chief, said Israel's collective punishment of Palestinian civilians and their forced evacuation, as well as the atrocities committed by Palestinian armed groups on October 7 and their continued holding of hostages, amount to war crimes. Türk, standing in front of Egypt's Rafah border crossing into Gaza, told reporters Wednesday, "These are the gates to a living nightmare." The U.S. is in talks with Israel and Qatar over a proposed pause of up to 3 days in the hostilities in the Gaza Strip, in exchange for the potential release of some hostages held by Palestinian militant group Hamas. NBC News reported 2 foreign diplomats and a U.S. official as saying, "The U.S. is in talks with Israel and Qatar over a proposed pause in the hostilities in the Gaza Strip of up to 3 days, in exchange for the potential release of some hostages held by Palestinian militant group Hamas." NBC News reports 2 foreign diplomats and a U.S. official as saying. The news organization did not name its sources. The pause would allow the delivery of further humanitarian aid and create opportunities for the safe passage of Palestinian civilians looking to flee the north of the Gaza Stirp southward. A final agreement has yet to be brokered. Qatar, which hosts the Hamas political bureau on its territory, has been in talks with the Palestinian militant group over the past 2 weeks over the proposal. NBC News says, "We are at a critical stage of the negotiations," a senior Arab source told NBC News. Israel has previously said it is unwilling to pause its offensive in the Gaza Strip until hostages are released and Hamas is fully demilitarized. An official of the Palestinian militants has meanwhile said that captives will not be returned before a ceasefire is instituted. Hamas has only released 4 of the over 200 hostages it took captive on October 7, with another rescued by the Israel Defense Forces. Benjamin Netanyahu's administration has been facing increasing pressures from the international community over the exacerbating humanitarian crisis for civilians stranded in the Gaza Strip, with even close ally U.S. President Joe Biden now floating the possibility of a humanitarian pause. CNBC has reached out to the Israeli Prime Minister's office, IDF, U.S. State Department and Qatar Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Palestine Red Crescent Society said on Wednesday that it received 106 trucks from the Egyptian Red Crescent branch that delivered humanitarian aid, along with 5 ambulance vehicles from Kuwait. The latest trucks carried food, water and medical supplies. The organization said 756 trucks, or about 39 trucks per day, have entered the resource-deprived and besieged Gaza enclave since October 21, when humanitarian deliveries started. No fuel has been allowed in so far, the PRCS says.